let me ask you some question. Suppose if this is India, here there is Tamil Nadu. Which is a union territory here?
Puducherry, sir.
Puducherry, sir.
Yes, Puducherry. Okay. Now, Puducherry and Delhi, they have something in common. What's that common?
Legislative.
Governor issue.
They are union territory, but they have a legislative assembly. Correct? They have legislative assembly. What does this legislative assembly means? Assembly means the people, they will have a representative. Okay, representative. They have MLAs. Okay, member of legislative assembly. MLA stands for member of legislative assemblies. Okay, so here there will be election every 5 years in Delhi and Puducherry. There will be election. Tell me, who is ruling in Delhi? Who is ruling in Delhi?
Arvind Kejriwal.
Arvind Kejriwal.
Yes, very good. Which party?
AAP.
Which party?
AAP. Aam Aadmi Party.
Aam Aadmi Party.
Yeah, Aam Aadmi Party, and there is a good news from Delhi that it is doing very good in stopping this COVID virus spread. Okay, they are doing very good. Fine. Now, who is the Chief Minister of Puducherry?
Kiran.
Chief Minister, I am asking. Chief Minister, not governor.
Kiran.
Narayana. Okay, Narayana Swamy. Okay, and who is the Lieutenant Governor? See, every states we have 28.
Kiran Bedi.
We have 28 states. All these 28 states will have someone called as governor. Okay, we call them as governor. But when it comes to the union territory, we call them as lieutenant governor. Okay, we call them as lieutenant governor. So who is the lieutenant governor of Puducherry? She is
Kiran Bedi.
Kiran Bedi. Okay, what specialty about this lady? Tell me. What's the specialty?
Lady IPS officer of India.
Lady IPS, sir.
Yeah,
First lady IPS.
The first woman IPS officer of India. Okay, and she has other achievement also, that she was the Asian Games, some tennis champion. All these achievements are there. Okay, and she has won Raymond Magsaysay Award also. That you keep in mind. Raymond Magsaysay Award. This I have covered in award topic. Okay, fine. And even Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, he is also Raymond Magsaysay Award winner. Now there is a new union territory in India. What's that new union territory?
Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh.
Okay, Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, this is thing you have to keep in mind. Very important. Jammu, Kashmir, and Ladakh. These are the two union territory. But what the government has told, in Jammu and Kashmir there will be legislative assembly. That means there will be MLAs, and these MLAs, they will have a chief minister, and all these people will be headed by a lieutenant governor. Now tell me, who is the first lieutenant governor of Jammu and Kashmir? Who is the first lieutenant governor of Jammu and Kashmir? How many of you know this? You know or don't know? Tell me frankly.
Don't know, sir.
This is very bad. This is not like a caliber of a student, those who want to try for defense. Okay, so try to read newspaper. Yesterday, the Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir, he has given one article. Okay, write down. If you don't know, take it down. I'll check your notes. Okay, the first Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir is Girish Chandra Murmu. Mr. Girish Chandra Murmu, GC Murmu. Okay, Girish Chandra Murmu. Understood? The first Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir is Mr. Girish Chandra Murmu. He is former IAS officer. He was appointed as the first Lieutenant Governor. Now, in future, after 10 years or 20 years, okay, if someone is studying for examination, for him, this will be a GK. But for you, it is a current affairs. Understood? For you, it is a current affairs. But after 10 years, 20 years, this will be, in all GK, they will say, who is the first okay, who is the first lieutenant governor, something like this, they will ask you. Fine. Moving ahead, what is the problem in Tamil Nadu or in Pondicherry? There is a lieutenant governor, Kiran Bedi. Okay, here the chief minister of the Puducherry, he wanted to give budget. He wanted to submit budget, and this budget will be approved. It will be approved. The constitution rule is that this will be approved by the lieutenant governor. Okay, lieutenant governor. But here what happened, there is problem. There is a clash between the lieutenant governor and the chief minister. The lieutenant governor of Puducherry, Kiran Bedi, she refused to give importance to this budget. Okay, but the chief minister, he told that I will go ahead with this budget, and he presented this budget yesterday in the house. Okay, and the thing here is, before the budget should be presented, in polity class, ma'am will tell you everything in detail, but I am just telling you the current affairs. Before the budget should be presented, the lieutenant governor should give the speech. In central government, if I take the central government, the president will give the inauguration address. The president will give the inauguration address. Suppose if it is state government like Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala, at that time governor will give the inauguration address. And here, if it is union territory, the lieutenant governor will give the inauguration address. This is the process written in constitution. This is the rule. But if you see, slowly there is a lot of changes in our Indian constitution. The lieutenant governor is refusing to give the speech, inauguration speech, but still the chief minister went ahead with presenting the budget. Okay, these are some things you have to keep in mind. Okay, and here today, Sachin Pilot case, the Rajasthan speaker has approached the Supreme Court, right? He has approached the Supreme Court. Now, what will be the judgment given by the Supreme Court? That I'll tell you now itself. Okay, you need not read newspaper after 1 day or 2 day, whatever it is. The Supreme Court will give a judgment in the favor of the Speaker of the House. Okay, the Supreme Court will give the judgment in the favor of the Speaker of the House. They will say that the decision made by the Speaker will be the final. This will be the judgment given by the Supreme Court, because according to the Constitution, in amendment, in schedule number 10, anti-defection law, it is the power of the Speaker. It is a power of the Speaker to disqualify a member on anti-defection. Understood? So what is this anti-defection? This is a very big chapter. Special class will be taken. Just right now, today, you have to keep in mind what are the schedules. Understood? Okay, fine. Then there is a news coming from Assam. What's that news coming from Assam? Tell me. What's the
There
news?
is one
Mob
online.
license, sir.
No. Assam, there is current news I'm asking. I'm not asking about the any tiger reserve or something like that.
Sir,
I'm asking.
lynching,
Today,
sir.
sir.
Lynching.
Anti-defection law.
Anti-defection law? No. See, in Assam, I'll tell you. What's the capital of Assam?
Dispur.
What is the capital of Assam? It is Dispur or
Dispur.
it is Dispur or Gauti? It is Dispur. Understood? Okay. So today, see, that day I have told you everything about Rajasthan, or what is that is the largest state. We have desert, we have Pushkar Mela there. Okay. Today we'll see something about Assam. Assam is nothing but it was ruled by a dynasty called as Ahom dynasty. It was ruled by whom? It was ruled by Ahom dynasty. And now this Ahom, it turned out to be called as Assam. Okay, this Ahom, it was called as in Assam. Now in NDA examination, those who crack this NDA examination and those who become soldiers inside, those who become officers inside, they will be given a sword called as Sword of Honor. Okay, the Sword of Honor. The name of the Sword of Honor is called as Lachit Borphukan. Okay, the name of this medal is called as Lachit Borphukan. Now, who is this Lachit Borphukan? This Lachit Borphukan is from Ahom dynasty. At young age of 18, he killed his uncle for a issue called as traitor. Okay, his uncle was a traitor who was giving all the secrets to his enemy, and Lachit Borphukan found this out. He killed his own uncle. Okay, so for this decision, for this leadership qualities in NDA, we have Sword of Honor. This is from something called as Assam. In Assam, you have important river called as Brahmaputra, then Manas. Okay, Manas is a tributary of Brahmaputra. Then you have Lohit, Dihang, and you have Lohit, Dihang, and Manas. These are the important tributaries of Brahmaputra. You have very important park there called as Kaziranga National Park. Okay, Kaziranga National Park. And then you have another park called as Manas National Park. Okay, Manas National Park. Another achievement of Assam is that India's first oil refinery. This is the current affairs today. India's first oil refinery was found in Dibrugarh. Okay, it was found in Dibrugarh. People started searching for the oil in this Krishna Godavari basin, but the Oil India Limited, they were doing research in this Assam. They found this oil here. So that is what this is your GK question. For any other examination, they will ask you which is India's first oil refinery. Answer is Dibrugarh. And where it is in Assam. India's longest train, it is from Dibrugarh to Kanyakumari or Cochin. Okay, Dibrugarh to Cochin. And the name of this express is
Vivek Express.
Okay, the name of this express is Vivek Express. Okay, this is one of the GK you have to keep in mind. Okay, and Assam is very famous. One of the classical dance in Assam. Okay, this we have 8 classical dance recognized by the Sangeet Natak Academy. And this 8 classical dance, we have one dance called as Satriya dance. Okay, the Satriya dance is from Assam. Okay, this is one of the classical dance. AFCAT question, they will ask you classical dance or folk dance. Okay, now the one of the folk dance from Assam. The folk dance from Assam is Bihu. Bihu is a festival also. This festival is related to Baisakhi. Okay, Baisakhi festival in Punjab, in northern India, otherwise Pongal or Sankranti in southern India or the Indian peninsula. So Bihu is a festival, harvesting festival celebrated in Assam, and Bihu is also called as dance. Okay, so this is one of the thing. Now, important leaders from Assam. One important singer, that is Bhupen Hazarika. He is very famous singer. Bhupen Hazarika. He is famous in Bangladesh also. Bhupen Hazarika is a Bharat Ratna winner. Okay, he is a Bharat Ratna winner, and his samadhi or his samadhi is near Brahmaputra river, and there was a controversy because if there is a flood, this thing will wash away. So till now it is like in limbo. Now, right now I don't know what the situation is, but from our exam point of view, just keep in mind who is Bhupen Hazarika. Okay, which language is spoken in Assam? Assamese is spoken in Assam, and Assam was in news recently for the riots against CAA, that is called as Citizenship Amendment Act. In previous classes, previous past 2 days, you have detailed seen what is CAA and what is NRC. Okay, what is CAA and what is NRC? So these are the things you should keep something in your mind from Assam. Today's current affairs: National Green Tribunal. Okay, National Green Tribunal. Tribunal is nothing but a separate court. Keep in mind, you have Supreme Court, you have High Court, you have District Court. Okay, so many courts are there. At the same time, you have something called as tribunal. Tribunal have the equal powers and the functions like High Court, Supreme Court, and other courts, which will give the judgment. Why this tribunal is there, that you have to keep in mind. The basics of polity. The basics of polity. Which part deals with tribunal? Part number 14A deals with tribunal. Those who haven't by hearted all the 22 parts and all the 12 schedules, you are 10 steps back. Exams are coming. There are lakhs and lakhs of people those who are trying for this exam. So this is a warning that you have to by heart from your side. Okay, so I'm not going to force you up. One day I'll keep an oral test, live video classes. Those who are not studying seriously, I'm like, our efforts are going in vain. And please don't waste the time. Don't daydream that you're going to get this uniform. It is very tough to get this uniform. Okay, you have to lose your sleep, make notes, learn by heart. All those things are there. Part number 14A, Article 323A and Article 323B. These two articles deals with the tribunal, and now here there is a tribunal called as National Green Tribunal. This is one tribunal which deals with environmental cases. Okay, environmental cases. For example, nowadays in news we have something called as environmental impact assessment. Okay, environmental impact assessment. During the last Congress government, there was an MP called as Jairam Ramesh. Okay, there was an MP called as Jairam Ramesh. Okay, that's the reason why I take geography every time before I take any other subject. Here in India, you have two biological hotspots, that is Western Ghats and you have Eastern Himalayas. Okay, Western Ghats and Eastern Himalayas, these are the two biological hotspots. And why you should be proud to be having two biological hotspots in India? Because all over the world, you have near about 25 biological hotspots. In environmental classes, I'll deal with this, don't worry. Right now, you remember, out of 25 in world, we have two in India. Okay, we have two in India, Western Ghats and Eastern Himalayas. So during the leadership of Jairam Ramesh, who was a Congress MP, he was an environmental minister. He started something called as environmental impact assessment. And here in Western Ghat, there was a committee. In Kerala, there was riots. Okay, in Kerala, there was riots because they wanted to destroy this forest here. Tell me which forest is found in Kerala. Can anyone tell me? Which forest is found in Kerala? Which valley?
Silent Valley.
Yes, very good. Silent Valley. Why it is called as Silent Valley? Why it is called as Silent?
No cricket sound at night.
Yeah, because when you
No cricket sound at
when you pass through that when you pass through that forest, you should be silent. Is there something like that? Fold your hands, finger on your
no,
lips.
so
Is there
the
any rules
sound
like
of
that? Huh? Okay, fine. See, what happens if you see nighttime, if you cross any forest area, something, there will be some sound, some beetle sound or cricket sound, something like that, right? But when you pass through this,
Cicada, sir.
yeah, when you pass through this valley, there is nothing sound like that. It will be completely silent. That's why it is called as Silent Valley. Recently in Kerala, few years back, there was an project going to come in the Silent Valley, and the government, they appointed a committee called as Kasturi Rangan Committee. Okay, Kasturi Rangan Committee. These committees are asked in your examination. Okay, these are current affairs committee. Static parties like Swaran Singh, Punchi Commission, Mandal Commission. Okay, all those things. Tell me, what is Mandal Commission? What is Mandal? Can anyone tell me? Which is affecting your life some way or other? Can anyone tell me what is Mandal Commission? You can unmute yourself and tell me the answer. Yeah, Raza, can you tell me? Bindu Shri.
Photo system change.
Which system?
Photo system change.
Okay, I'll tell you. Mandal Commission, have you heard something called as OBC, 28% reservation? Reservation for the government seats, right?
Yes, sir.
This
Yes,
is
sir.
the committee. See, I just go and take CDS examination question 2012. Okay, today you do at least you do this work. 2012 CDS question paper you go and take CDS 2. Okay, go and take this question paper. There they have asked Mandal committee is related to what? Mandal committee is related to what? Okay, I'm not telling simply. I'm not firing in the air. I'm not shooting the clouds. Okay, up to the point, to the target. Okay, these all committees you should keep in mind. Next, you have current affairs Kasturi Rangan committee. This committee was set up by this environmental minister Jairam Ramesh to see what will be the environmental impact. So what the government is doing nowadays, anyone who want to start a project, they should give me the report. And what is that report? Environmental impact assessment report. If I start a project, I have to take a land, I have to destroy the forest. So how much the environmental will be impacted? After this only the government will give the nod and then they are going to start the project. Okay, that's thing you have to keep in mind. So now today what happened, the current minister Prakash Javadekar, he is a honorable minister of environmental minister of India. He is trying to change this environmental impact assessment. And today's news, near about 46 MPs are been selected in Rajya Sabha. Okay, Rajya Sabha, for today ma'am will tell you what is parliament, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, everything, right? In Rajya Sabha, 46 MPs are there. Now if you see BJP and or this NDA government, okay, National Democratic Alliance, these people have near about 85 MPs in Rajya Sabha. But on the other side, the Congress have only 40 MPs. Okay, the Congress has only 40 MPs. So who is majority here now? BJP is majority
BJP.
in Rajya Sabha. See, this is one of the, see, we can't say what is going to happen in the next few years. Just keep an eye on this politics, because in Lok Sabha, NDA or BJP is in power, they are majority. And today in Rajya Sabha, they are in majority. Again, BJP has come to majority. Whatever bill is going to pass, for example, Article 370 was cancelled. This Article 370 was cancelled without even taking the permission of the parliament, which is against the constitution. Triple talaq. Okay, tell me which article deals with freedom of religion. At least you tell me this topic has been done. There are 6 fundamental rights. Okay, right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to religion, cultural and educational right, and right to remedies. Right? Which religion? Which article is dealing with right to religion? Article number?
Article 25, sir.
Yeah, 25. So according to this article, when it is Padmanabha Swami temple or when it is Sabrimala temple, the rules are different. But when it is minorities like Christians and Muslims, the rules are different. So why this is happening? You have to be vigilant. Okay, you are going to be a leader, gazetted A officer. You are going to sign some documents with green. Okay, green pen. What does it mean? You give sole responsibility. You are taking the responsibility that you are giving this document a valid life. Okay, so now here what happens? Triple talaq. Okay, triple talaq, talaq-e ibadat. Okay, this is one of the triple talaq thing. Here, this bill also was passed without even following a proper procedure. It was not passed in Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. It was something called as ordinance. Okay, now what is ordinance? What is Article 123? This is all your polity subject. So here, today's news that is in BJP is majority in Rajya Sabha. And what they are doing, they are trying to change the amendment environmental impact assessment. Okay, they are trying to change here. Now, let me give an example what this National Green Tribunal is important, why it is important. Have you heard some person called as Sri Ravi Shankar? Have you heard this person? Everyone, have you heard this person? Sri
Yes,
Ravi Shankar.
sir.
Yeah, what he did some years back in River Yamuna, he had a function. He had a function. And when this function happened, there was a news that the river Yamuna, Ganga, everything got polluted, and Ravi Shankar has done a lot of environmental damage and this and that. Immediately, the National Green Tribunal came and they gave fine of rupees 5 crore. If you don't pay this rupees 5 crore fine within 1 week, your organization will be, in trouble. You will be in jail. And this Sri Ravi Shankar, he paid this 5 crore within this 1 week. That is the importance. That is the power of this National Green Tribunal. Okay, there is a Neyveli. There is a place in Tamil Nadu. In Neyveli, there is an mine called as lignite. Okay, here also there was a trouble. National Green Tribunal came and they stopped it. Okay, some last year there was an police firing in Thoothukudi. Where is Thoothukudi? Can you tell me?
Tamil Nadu.
Tamil
Tamil
Nadu.
Nadu, sir.
Yeah, what was the problem last year in Thoothukudi? Tell me. Police.
Due to Sterlite.
Sterlite issues.
Yeah,
Sterlite.
Sterlite. Sterlite, correct. Sterlite. So who banned this Sterlite? National Green Tribunal banned this. National Green Tribunal told Sterlite should be banned, and then there was a trouble in Thoothukudi, and they have put ban on this Sterlite. Okay, now Vishakhapatnam accident is happening. Tell me what are the accident happened in Vishakhapatnam? Pesticide company. There was an accident, right?
Yes, sir.
Gas.
Leakage of
Yeah.
gas.
Now who is going to come?
Gas
LG
leak,
polymers,
Stephen.
gas leak.
Yes, very good, very good. Gas leak. See, you should, as an army officer or an air force officer, you are not going to just go and fight the terrorist. Okay, your enemy can be anyone. You may be called for national disaster thing also. Okay, you may be called during flood time, you may be called during earthquake or gas leak or anything. So you should be ready to face any situation. If you don't know these basics, know what to do, what not to do, this is not like an officer like quality. First thing, you need brain. Officer, they require brain, they need to be smart. Then comes their physical fitness and all. Okay, just think, keep this in mind. So National Green Tribunal is going to this pesticide company and it is going to ban it. That is the news today from this Assam. Okay, so today we have seen something called as Assam, the National Green Tribunal. Okay, I've told you this, and Rajya Sabha, there is new people. And read that article, there is something called as whip. Okay, the whip, there is a word mentioned in that Rajya Sabha article, that is whip. In polity classes, teacher ma'am is going to discuss about what is whip, and after that class is over, I'm going to ask you, each one of you, what is a whip. Each one of you are from different state. One is from UP, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and all. I'm going to ask you who is the ruling party, who is the opposition party, who is the whip of the ruling party, who is the whip of the opposition party, and each and every state had plenty and plenty of political parties. You should know who is this whip. Okay, fine. Anything else you have read and you have doubt today's class? Anything else you have read? Yeah.
The similar thing, sir, in Chardham panel split on road work, sir, for the Badrinath temple. They also mentioned about this case, Supreme Court, about the environmental issue. Because of that, the splitting should not be taking place by expanding of the road.
Correct.
And because of this current ruling party, it is again forced to give us a report that everything is okay and expansion of the road is fine.
Correct. Okay, I'll tell you what it is. I slowly, you will get this idea when you read and when you attend all this class. Suppose if you stop attending 1 day or 2 day class, your brain will not think about this exam. You lose the track. That's why daily we are dealing with current affairs and daily subjects will be taken. Okay. Today there is an important lake called as Lonar Lake, which is in news. Okay. Here in geography classes, I have told you in Manipur you have a lake called as Loktak Lake. In geography classes, I have told you in Manipur you have Loktak Lake. In Orissa you have Chilka Lake. Okay. Orissa you have Chilka Lake. In Andhra you have Pulikat Lake. Okay. In Kerala you have Vembanad Lake. In Rajasthan you have Sambar Lake. And in Jammu and Kashmir you have Dal and Wular Lake. This is one important lake, very, very important lake in Maharashtra called as Lonar Lake. Okay, what is the lake here? Lonar Lake. Understood? Now what happened? What is this lake that you have to keep in mind? Suppose if this is Earth, millions of years ago, there was a meteorite, a big rock which came in this Earth atmosphere and it fell in India. Where did this fell? It fell in Maharashtra. And now, it fell in Maharashtra in a place called as Lonar. If you go there, this is like a crater. Okay, the ground is like this, and now in this ground there is water. Okay, in this ground there is water. Now this water, it turned suddenly red in color. Recently it turned red in color. Now why it turned red? Suddenly why it is changing color? This is the news. Okay, this is the news. Now it is just a current affairs in your newspaper. Why it happened? The scientists are going to do the experiment. But in your examination, this examination guys, they are smart enough. What they do, they will ask you questions on which is the only lake in India which was found by the meteorite, or which is the only lake in India, it is like a saltiest water lake or the freshwater lake. Understood? When the lake is done, doubt?
Which is even used for cancer, skin cancer too.
Yeah, skin cancer. Then we have a natural geyser in India. Okay, natural geyser. Why this geyser water is hot? Why it has medicinal values? Okay, these are all your geography thing. Whenever you are reading a newspaper, make a notebook. Okay, draw India map. Lonar Lake. At the same time, locate other lakes. That is the hard work. Okay, that is a hard work. And definitely when you do this kind of thing, 100% I'll tell you, you are going to crack this exam. Not only exam, even SSB also. Okay, even SSB. Fine. So we have scheduled all the interview. Don't worry, I'll update the timetables and all. And now lockdown is open, so officers may come and directly have interact with you in video. And don't worry. And I was about to tell you how to fill this PIQ. Yesterday, some of you guys have filled the PIQ. First thing, keep in mind, all this thing which you are going to write, everything should be in capital letter. Okay, everything should be a capital letter. For example, you are writing name, it should be visible. Okay, it should be visible. So first thing is the name should be in capital letter. Then date of birth, height. Okay, height should be in centimeter. Okay, pakka, you just say 179 centimeter. Weight, it should be in kg. You should measure your weight and go, because sometimes officers will check your weight whether you have correctly written or not. Okay, so suppose if it is 75 kg, write 75 kg. Understood? Height, weight, everything. Then mainly they are focusing on your hobbies. Okay, they will focus on your hobbies and interests. Whatever hobby and interest is there, try to write it properly in capital letters. Then your achievements. Okay, achievements. Suppose some of you may be national champion, state champion, then district champion, then school champion, like that. What you do, your highest thing. Sir, I am a district champion. I did not go to state and national. No problem. First you mention district. Okay, some of you may be international champion. So mention that international first. Okay, suppose international athlete. I'm a national athlete, sir. I'm a national swimmer. So write national swimmer there. Okay, national swimmer. Okay, national swimmer. Thousands of questions can be formed from this national swimming thing. Okay, now you have to make good, bad, positive, negative, all the questions from this side. Achievements, then NCC. If you have done NCC, which year, which command, what is the rank you had done, RD parade, yes or no, everything you have to write in detail. Then hobbies, interest, I have told you, reading habits or keeping yourself fit, all these things you have to write it in detail. Reading newspaper. Those who don't have any hobby, you can mention reading habits, reading newspaper, and that's the reason I'm telling you, read this newspaper at least from today. Read this newspaper at least from today if you want success in SSB. Understood? And after that, parents, regarding parents they will ask you, regarding brothers and sisters they will ask you, and friends they will ask you. Okay, so this PIQ which I gave, it is very basic PIQ. Slowly I'll update the PIQ which is recently going in SSB. Got it? Any doubt you have? Badri, you were asking me, right? Badri, you got it?
Yes sir, got it sir.
What about this Sri Ratna? Yeah, tell me.
Sir, PIQ form, we have to download that PDF and take xerox and fill and take a photo and send you.
You can just do one thing. I'll send you the Word format. Okay, laptop, just fill it up and you can send me back. Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir. Yeah, in qualification part, what we have to fill it, sir?
Qualification, first write the highest qualification. If you are a BE candidate, write BE mechanical. How many years? 4 years. Okay. Now, next you have 12th standard. 12th standard PCMB. You have taken PCMB or PCMC or E or something like that. How many percentage? Which year? 2016 to 2018 or whatever it is. Okay. Then 10th standard. Okay, like that. If you have arrears, yeah, tell me.
Sir, I did not committed. I am now studying a final year, sir. Present final year B.
No
yeah, me too, sir.
No problem. You can mention pursuing final year. You can write pursuing final year. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, timing you write it. After this things gets over, definitely you'll crack, pass this degree and you'll get it. Fine. Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay,
so, write neatly. Your handwriting should be legible. It should be neat and clean. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now take break. After 10 minutes, you'll have class.